Well, welcome back, Space Engineers. We are still down here where you left me in this hole. They're telling us restricted access, but we managed to find our way down here. Let's go see what these researchers were looking at. Whoops. I am trying something different, a switch back to a trackball, so things might be a little jiggly. See if I can't get used to it again, or get used to one again. But here we are. We found ourselves a monolith. Looks like they had themselves a nice little site down here. Well, most of them had a nice little site down here. Unfortunately, looks like somebody didn't make it. Oof. Let's get a closer look to this thing. Well, as interesting as this is, ultimately, we kind of need to find out what the other one. Don't tell me we're supposed to hook up to that. I don't have anything on the bottom of this. Or I should say I don't have a connector down there. Might have to come back down here with the light drone to connect up to that, because this thing, I don't think can do it. You know, it'll tail stand, but I've got no downward facing thrusters, so if I go too far, it'll simply fall. So let me go get a different drone here, plug into that, and see what we get. Whee! Well, here we are, back with something that's a bit more flexible as to which direction it can fly. It still doesn't have a connector on the bottom, but I can tail stand in this without any problems, because if it rolls over, it can still fly. So back into the research area. Now let's see if I have enough room here. Should be over there somewhere. Inventory. Well, apparently we've got a bunch of stuff. Here, let me do it this way. It's all in a locker somewhere. Well, how do we get into that locker? Guess we'll just have to read it from there. Let's see, we've got requisition requests. think that's just a copy of what we've already got. Oops. Cancel. So, bad news. And that is what we're looking for. We need to go over there and see how things are going. So, and that's not too far away. So let's get disconnected here. Get ourselves righted. Turned around. And see if we can't get up out of this hole. Oof. And it looks like we've got enough antenna range. Hold on. What is my antenna range set on this right now? 20. Let's change that to 40,000. And we still got 2 hours of hover. Let's make our way over here and see what we can't find. Let's see, that's 28 kilometers away. This will take a little while. I will come back when we are over there. Well, here we are. Approaching. It looks like they found themselves an alien vessel. It appears to be intact. I see lights, I see a little building, I don't see any other equipment. It does look like some repairs are being made. Or some repairs need to be made. Looks like there's a connector there we could use. Didn't leave anywhere for us to get in. Well, somebody left us a sign here. Let's get into... Whoops. So, can you read upside down? Alright, so for the final part of your journey, a logistical challenge, repair and refuel the alien vessel. Once complete, the ship will do an automated full system startup, you will then be able to then remotely pilot it back to your base on Earth, where you can then use it to travel forward to the alien planet, toward the alien planet. So we need to fix this thing, and that's what the requisition requests were all about. Let me get out of that. Like it's starting to get a little dusty. So, we need to get materials over here. There's no real good landing area here for materials to come in on. I might need to think about how we're going to do that, because we've got a lot of stuff we need to bring down. And I don't have anything that can carry it down here. And I don't have any materials either, because my base up in orbit, the orbital relay, is out of iron. So we'll have to do some thinking on what we're going to do to get stuff down here. See, is that going to help me any? Those on? No, not really. Well, let me fly through the dust and the red Martian desert here, get back, and we can start to work on a way to get stuff down here. Well, I have everything landed back down there on wherever Mars is. It's around there somewhere. There it is. I've got everything landed back down there. And when I come to think about, because I've got like maybe 500, less than 600 iron on board here. So I don't have much. But what I do have is I have these engines here. There we go. I have these engines here. And they're not going to be used anymore, because this thing is going to stick right where it's at. Let me turn myself here. And the material I get from this, I can make some of my drop boxes that I've been making. I need 5 of them to, those. I'll need 5 of those to get all the material down. Now that also means that's 5 trips. That's kind of a long trip to make. I can use that because it's got a little more lifting and moving power. And I might be able to move 2 of them versus just 1. But I think for material, I've actually got, I think, enough between there's 10 of those. And there's also a, somewhere around here, I think over here, I have a gyroscope. I've got 2 gyroscopes. With all of that material, I should have enough to make what I need to get those over there. I thought about making just one big hydrogen-powered ship to carry it all in one shot, and that would be faster, but just don't know if I have the material here, because I would need some of these thrusters on that. I would need one of those. I would need a remote, which I've got. Well, that's what that thruster's sitting on right there, is that remote. I would need a bunch of material, and I don't know if I have enough to do that. I've got these projectors I could also use. But my plans for now is to take out these thrusters. I can break them down for material. and use that to make some drop boxes to get the material down there. How much did that fill up? Oh shoot, I should be able to take out a fair amount of them here. Now I do have some nickel and silicon, even some cobalt, but it's the iron that I'm lacking right now. I think I can get 2 more here safely. I've got room for more. Let's go for more. Of course, the other problem is when I drop this box down there, is dropping it somewhere where I can actually recover it. It might mean a lot of back and forth, but it might drop it in a place where I have been dropping them, and then just ferrying it back and forth using the grinder or welder over to the ship where I can repair it there. Now, I don't think those are strong enough to pick up one of those boxes full of stuff, not one of the big ones. Oh wait, this one's on the side. That should be enough material to make at least one of those, I would think. Let's see, this ship. I think I can stick it all in here temporarily, just to keep it all separate. Nope, not there. Here. Yeah, that's not gonna fit in one of those. Now if I go into production, let's lose cooperative mode on both of them. Disassemble. Disassemble all of that. Disassemble all of that. So that's getting me 19 something out of that one. Another 5 out of that one. So that should be more than enough to build at least one of those boxes, maybe a few more. So I believe that is my plan going forward at this point. Is to grind off all those along with the these, the gyroscopes, because this station, well, it's a station, it's not going to move. And that'll give me material I need to build my boxes to drop those down. And from there, I'll just ferry it back and forth. It'll be a lot of time, a lot of back and forth, but I believe that is probably the easiest plan forward. And I'm probably full again already with just those two. Yeah, pretty much. Well, here I can connect up here. So, I'll be working on that, and I'm going to leave that here for this episode, because that's just a lot of make work right now, and I'm going to spare you those boring details of getting that all moved around, back and forth, dropped into place. So that will be where we're at next time as well, and I hopefully have some material down on the planet and we can do some welding. So I'll see you next time.